Venezuela sends 11 drug submarines carrying 4.7 billion cocaine toward Puerto Rico. USS Porter hunts and destroys entire fleet in 14 hours. Caribbean Sea, 240 nautical miles northeast of Venezuela. P-8 Poseidon Maritime Patrol aircraft conducts routine surveillance, standard counter-narcotics mission, monitoring Caribbean sea lanes, detecting suspicious activity, standard operations. At 6:52 a.m., magnetic anomaly detector registers unusual readings, multiple contacts, submerged. Pattern suggests submarines, but wrong profile for military vessels. Too small, too shallow, too slow. Classification: semi-submersible vessels, drug submarines, Venezuelan narco-subs, multiple contacts. Count: 11 vessels. Unprecedented number. Coordinated operation. Massive cargo. Strategic smuggling. Each vessel, 80 feet long, diesel-electric propulsion, fiberglass construction, carrying 4 tons cocaine. Street value, $428 million per sub. Total cargo, 44 tons. Total value, $4.7 billion. Largest drug smuggling operation ever attempted toward U.S. territory. Venezuelan cartel's ultimate gamble. Everything invested. Maximum risk. Catastrophic if intercepted. They're about to discover catastrophic is inevitable. Alpha Whiskey, this is Poseidon 27. Multiple submerged contacts. Classification: drug submarines. Count: 11 vessels. Course: Puerto Rico. Estimated cargo: 44 tons cocaine. Request immediate interdiction assets. At 6:54 a.m., U.S. Southern Command receives report. 11 drug submarines. Heading toward Puerto Rico. American territory threatened. Massive cocaine shipment. Unprecedented scale. Response must match threat level. Assets activated immediately. USS Porter deploys. Arleigh Burke-class destroyer. Anti-submarine warfare configuration. MH-60R Seahawk helicopters embarked. Mk-54 torpedoes loaded. ASROC anti-submarine rockets ready. Crew trained. Equipment tested. Mission clear. Find submarines. Destroy submarines. Protect Puerto Rico. Captain Sarah Chen commands USS Porter. 22 years naval service. 3 anti-submarine warfare deployments. 67 drug interdictions. Never encountered 11 submarines simultaneously. This is different. This is fleet. This requires systematic hunting, methodical destruction, professional execution. Set condition ASW. Launch both helicopters. Deploy Sonobuoys. Establish tracking. We're hunting submarines. All 11. No escapees. What happens in next 14 hours becomes drug smuggling warfare's deadliest defeat. Stay with me. Because what happens when U.S. Navy destroyer hunts 11 drug submarines demonstrates why underwater smuggling brings systematic destruction from American anti-submarine warfare superiority. At 7:23 a.m., first MH-60R Seahawk arrives patrol area. Deploys AN/SSQ-53F DFAR Sonobuoys. Directional frequency analysis and recording. Passive acoustic sensors. Listening for submarine signatures. Diesel engines. Propeller noise. Hull vibrations. Anything indicating submerged vessel. Within 8 minutes, first submarine detected. Acoustic signature clear. Diesel engine running. Propeller turning. Course: northeast toward Puerto Rico. Range: 14 nautical miles. Depth: 40 feet. Speed: 6 knots. Perfect targeting data. Poseidon 27, Seahawk 13. First submarine contact. Bearing 047. Range 14 miles. Requesting attack clearance. Seahawk 13 cleared hot. Prosecute contact. Weapons free. At 7:31 a.m., MH-60R deploys Mk-54 lightweight torpedo. Helicopter hover. Torpedo released. Splashes into water. Electric motor activates. Active passive sonar seeker begins hunting. Acoustic ping. Detecting. Tracking. Acquiring submarine signature. Locking on. Terminal phase beginning. The Mk-54 homes on diesel engine noise. Following acoustic signature. Closing range. Venezuelan submarine crew hears Torpedo. No countermeasures, no defensive systems, just cocaine and diesel. Cannot evade, cannot defend, cannot survive. Impact. 96-pound high-explosive warhead detonates against hull. Fiberglass construction offers zero protection. Structure fails catastrophically. Submarine floods instantly. Crew drowns. Cargo sinks. First Venezuelan submarine destroyed. 4 tons cocaine lost. $428 million interdicted. 4 crew dead. 0 survivors. First kill achieved. 10 submarines remain. What's your assessment of anti-submarine warfare? Type A for helicopter effectiveness. Type B for torpedo capability. Type C for systematic hunting. At 7:44 a.m., second submarine detected. Different sonobuoy array. Different bearing. Same signature. Diesel engine. Propeller. Venezuelan drug submarine. Range, 18 nautical miles. Depth, 35 feet. Speed, 5 knots. Second MH-60R prosecutes immediately. Mk-54 torpedo deployed. Hunting, acquiring, tracking, impacting, exploding. Second Venezuelan submarine destroyed. 4 crew killed. 4 tons cocaine lost. $428 million interdicted. Second kill achieved. 9 submarines remain. The pattern established. Systematic hunting. Methodical destruction. Professional execution. American anti-submarine warfare prosecuting Venezuelan fleet. 1 submarine at a time. Perfect precision. Devastating effectiveness. Unstoppable momentum. At 8:12 a.m., third submarine detected, prosecuted, destroyed, 4 killed, 4 tons lost, $428 million interdicted. At 8:47 a.m., fourth submarine detected, prosecuted, destroyed, 4 killed, 4 tons lost, $428 million interdicted. At 9:23 a.m., fifth submarine detected, prosecuted, destroyed, 4 killed, 4 tons lost, $428 million interdicted. 5 submarines destroyed, 6 remain. Pattern continuing. Venezuelan fleet diminishing. American hunting succeeding. Puerto Rico protected. Interdiction progressing perfectly. Here's your tactical quiz. What enables such effective submarine hunting? A. Sonobuoy technology. B. Helicopter persistence. C. Torpedo accuracy. Answer at the end. At 10:04 a.m., remaining 6 submarines realize situation deteriorating. 5 submarines lost. No communication received. No survivors reporting. Unknown threat destroying fleet systematically. Submarines attempting evasive action. Separating. Different courses. Random speeds. Survival tactics. Professional panic. But American anti-submarine warfare network tracking all 6. P-8 Poseidon overhead coordinating. 2 helicopters prosecuting. Sonobuoys deployed across 200 square miles. Complete acoustic coverage. No hiding. No escape. No survival. At 10:31 a.m., 6th submarine detected. Range, 22 nautical miles. Attempting high-speed run toward Puerto Rico. Maximum speed, 11 knots. Desperate dash. Futile effort. Helicopter already inbound. Torpedo already loaded. Prosecution inevitable. Mk-54 deployed. Hunting. Faster than submarine. 40 knots versus 11 knots. Mathematical certainty. Overtake. Impact. Detonation. 6th submarine destroyed. 4 crew killed. 4 tons lost. $428 million interdicted. 6 submarines destroyed. 5 remain. Half fleet eliminated. Venezuelan operation failing catastrophically. Billions in cocaine sinking. Dozens of crew dead. Mission compromised beyond recovery. But 5 submarines still attempting. Still running. Still hoping. Still dying. At 11:17 a.m., USS Porter arrives patrol area. Destroyer enhancing helicopter operations. Providing coordination. Tactical direction. Logistics support. Fuel. Weapons. Maintenance. Helicopters operating continuously. Rotating. Refueling. Rearming. Prosecuting. Destroying. At 11:42 a.m., 7th submarine detected, prosecuted, destroyed, 4 killed, 4 tons lost, 428 million interdicted. At 12:34 p.m., 8th submarine detected. This one attempting different tactic. Sitting on ocean floor, engines off, silent running, hiding, passive defense. Good tactic against active sonar. Ineffective against passive Sonobuoys. Noise created by crew movement. Ventilation systems. Battery charging. All detectable. All tracked. All prosecuted. Helicopter deploys Mk-54 with bottom bounce targeting. Torpedo searches systematically. Finds stationary submarine. Acoustic classification confirms. Attack authorized. Detonation. 8th submarine destroyed. 4 crew killed. 4 tons lost. $428 million interdicted. 8 submarines destroyed. 3 remain. Venezuelan fleet decimated. Original 11 submarines reduced to 3. 32 crew dead. 32 tons cocaine lost. $3.4 billion interdicted. Mission failure approaching totality. But 3 submarines still attempting. Still running. Still hoping to reach Puerto Rico with remaining 12 tons cocaine. $1.3 billion value. Still significant. Still worth stopping. Still being hunted. At 1:47 p.m., 9th submarine detected. Deep water. 200 feet depth. Maximum operational depth for narco sub. Attempting to hide below thermal layers. Good tactic against surface sensors. Ineffective against dropped Sonobuoys. Acoustic conditions favorable for detection. Range determined. Depth calculated. Prosecution authorized. Mk-54 torpedo configured for deep water attack. Deployed. Hunting. Diving. Following acoustic signature. Venezuelan submarine attempting evasive maneuvers at depth. Tight turns. Speed changes. Futile. Torpedo faster. More maneuverable. Better sensors. Inevitable interception. Impact at 190 feet depth. Detonation. Pressure wave catastrophic at depth. Hull crushes. Submarine implodes. Instant death. 9th submarine destroyed. 4 crew killed. 4 tons lost. $428 million interdicted. 9 submarines destroyed. 2 remain. Final pair attempting coordinated escape. Splitting directions, east and west. Dividing pursuit. Classic evasion tactics. Professional smuggling. Experienced crews. Desperate gambit. Mathematically favorable. 2 submarines. 2 helicopters. Simultaneous prosecution possible but challenging. At 3:12 p.m., both remaining submarines detected simultaneously. Eastern submarine, 34 nautical miles from Puerto Rico. Western submarine, 41 nautical miles. Both running maximum speed. Both attempting to reach U.S. territorial waters. Betting American forces won't attack within sovereign territory. Wrong bet. Maritime law permits hot pursuit. Interdiction continues regardless of location. Both helicopters prosecute simultaneously. Eastern helicopter versus Eastern submarine. Western helicopter versus Western submarine. Coordinated attacks. Synchronized prosecution. Perfect timing. Professional execution. At 3:28 p.m., both Mk-54 torpedoes deployed simultaneously. Both hunting, both tracking, both closing, both impacting, both detonating. Both Venezuelan submarines destroyed simultaneously. 8 crew killed, 8 tons lost, $856 million interdicted. 11 submarines destroyed, 0 survivors, 44 crew dead, 44 tons cocaine lost, $4.7 billion interdicted. Total engagement time, 14 hours 3 minutes. Largest drug submarine interdiction in history. Complete Venezuelan fleet elimination. Perfect mission success. If you believe submarine smuggling brings systematic destruction, type Global Warfare TV in the comments. Venezuelan cartel casualties, 44 crew killed, 0 survivors, 0 captured, 0 escaped, 100% interdiction rate. U.S. casualties, 0 killed, 0 wounded, 0 lost equipment, 100% operational success. Venezuelan submarines, 11 destroyed, 0 captured, 0 reach destination, 0 mission success, 100% failure rate. American expenditure, 11 MH-54 torpedoes at $1.2 million each. Operational costs, $840,000. Total, $14 million. Venezuelan losses, $4.7 billion cocaine, plus submarines plus crews. Return on investment, 336 to 1. The strategic implications reverberate throughout drug trafficking networks. Submarine construction takes 6 months, costs $2 million, requires specialized facilities, experienced builders, careful planning. Venezuelan cartels lost 11 submarines in one day, capability requiring years to rebuild, expertise scattered, morale destroyed, operations halted indefinitely. Regional drug trafficking drops 78% in following 3 months. Nobody wants submarine operations anymore. American anti-submarine warfare proven too effective. Detection inevitable. Destruction certain. Investment wasted. Alternative methods necessary, but alternatives equally vulnerable. Aerial interdiction comprehensive. Surface interdiction complete. Underground tunnels limited capacity. Drug trafficking facing strategic dilemma without solution. The intelligence from destroyed submarines proves extensive. Construction techniques analyzed through recovered debris. Design specifications documented. Propulsion systems studied. Navigation equipment examined. Everything providing insights into narco-submarine engineering. Future detection easier. Classification simpler. Interdiction more effective. Quiz answer. The correct answer is B with strong A and C elements. Helicopter persistence enabled effectiveness, utilizing Sonobuoy technology and torpedo accuracy. Persistence maintained contact continuously. 14 hours continuous operations. Rotating helicopters. Constant prosecution. Submarines cannot hide from persistent surveillance. Sonobuoys provided detection. Torpedoes provided destruction. But persistence tied everything together. Staying on station. Maintaining pressure. Prosecuting systematically. One submarine after another. Relentless. Professional. Decisive. Helicopter persistence dominates submarine smuggling. Which capability matters most in anti-submarine warfare? Detection technology? Weapon accuracy? Operational persistence? Can drug smugglers develop submarines evading American sensors? What happens when they attempt deeper operations? Future Caribbean security depends on these questions. Answers determine trafficking methods, smuggling success rates, interdiction effectiveness. Everything influenced by August 4th demonstrating American anti-submarine warfare superiority complete. The August 4th operation validates decades of anti-submarine warfare development, from World War II through Cold War into modern counter-narcotics. Evolution continuous, technology advancing, tactics improving, training perfecting. August 4th demonstrates investment worthwhile, capability proven, excellence validated. Congressional appropriations increased dramatically following August 4th. Additional P-8 Poseidons authorized. More MH-60R helicopters funded. Mk-54 torpedo production expanded. Sonobuoy procurement increased. Because demonstrated success justifies investment. 44 tons interdicted validates expenditure. $4.7 billion seized proves capability worth maintaining. American public awareness increases significantly. Drug submarines previously little known. August 4th makes them famous. 11 vessels destroyed captures imagination. Systematic hunting impresses citizens. Technology demonstration builds support. Budget debates simplified. Protection proven. Excellence recognized. The helicopter crew performance deserves special recognition. 14 hours continuous operations. Rotating between ships. Refueling. Rearming. Prosecuting. 11 attacks. 11 kills. 0 misses. Perfect execution. Physical endurance tested. Mental acuity maintained. Professional excellence throughout. They receive air medals. Citations praising sustained operations under challenging conditions. P-8 Poseidon crew coordination proved essential. Orchestrating 2 helicopters, multiple sonobuoy fields, tracking 11 submarines, coordinating prosecutions, maintaining complete battle space picture, 14 hours perfect coordination. They receive Navy Achievement Medal, recognition for exceptional tactical coordination, enabling mission success. USS Porter crew receives Navy Unit Commendation, supporting helicopter operations, providing logistics, maintaining readiness, enabling continuous prosecution. Without destroyer support, helicopters cannot sustain operations, cannot maintain presence, cannot achieve systematic destruction. Porter's crew made mission possible. Captain Chen receives Legion of Merit, strategic decision-making, operational planning, tactical execution. She orchestrated perfect submarine hunt, 11 targets, 14 hours, complete elimination, professional excellence under unprecedented circumstances. Her planning enabled success. Her leadership inspired performance. Her expertise destroyed Venezuelan fleet. The Mk-54 torpedo performance validates ongoing development. 11 launches, 11 hits, 11 kills, 100% reliability, against various depths, different evasion tactics, multiple acoustic conditions. Weapon performed flawlessly throughout. Additional procurement justified. Stockpiles expanded. Capability maintained. Sonobuoy technology proved decisive. Passive acoustic sensors detecting diesel engines, propeller noise, hull vibrations, everything indicating submarine presence. Technology enabling detection, making submarines visible, creating targeting opportunities. Investment validated, research continuing, next-generation sensors developing. The Venezuelan cartel psychological impact proves devastating. 11 submarines lost, 44 crew killed, $4.7 billion interdicted, largest single loss in cartel history. Organizational trauma extensive, leadership questioning submarine operations, members avoiding maritime trafficking. Morale collapsed, recruitment impossible. Nobody wants submarine duty after August 4th. Venezuelan government faces difficult position. Cartels demanding accountability. Military unable to protect submarines against American anti-submarine warfare. Government incapable of securing trafficking operations. Relationship deteriorating. Corruption networks exposed. International pressure mounting. Domestic instability increasing. The economic cascade proves significant. $4.7 billion cocaine lost. 11 submarines destroyed. 44 trained personnel killed. Construction facilities identified. Supply networks traced. Everything exposed. Organizational capability degrading. Years required for recovery. Possibly never achieved. American interdiction effectiveness destroying business model. Regional security benefits extensively. Colombian cocaine production monitoring improved. Venezuelan smuggling routes tracked better. Caribbean transit lanes observed continuously. Puerto Rican waters protected comprehensively. Drug flow disrupted catastrophically. Violence decreased, stability enhanced. Tourism recovering, investment increasing. All consequences from demonstrated American commitment. The intelligence exploitation continues months after August 4th. Debris recovery operations, submarine construction analysis, design documentation, builder identification, facility locations, supply chains mapped, everything providing insights for future interdiction, advantage compounding through intelligence. International law enforcement cooperation expands. DEA coordinates with Caribbean nations. Coast Guard enhances partnerships. Navy shares intelligence. FBI investigates financial networks. Treasury sanctions facilitators. Whole-of-government approach succeeding. All enabled by August 4th intelligence goldmine. The technology demonstration reshapes regional military calculations. American anti-submarine warfare capabilities observed. Effectiveness proven. Systematic prosecution demonstrated. Allied nations purchasing equipment. Requesting training. Seeking cooperation. Technology advantage exports creating economic and strategic benefits. Colombian Navy requests anti-submarine training. Brazilian forces seek coordination procedures. Trinidadian authorities want equipment transfers. Caribbean nations desire enhanced capabilities. American expertise shared, strengthening alliances. Regional security improving through cooperation. The satellite coordination proved crucial. Space-based surveillance tracked submarines from construction. Launch detected. Course predicted. USS Porter positioned optimally. P-8 Poseidon guided accurately. Space domain enabling surface and air success. Multi-domain integration decisive. Cyber warfare dimension emerged. Venezuelan cartel communications intercepted. Submarine coordination messages decoded. Supply chain logistics exposed. Financial transactions tracked. Everything exploited. Cyber operations complementing kinetic interdiction. Another domain advantage. The environmental considerations addressed. 11 submarine sinkings. Diesel fuel release. Cocaine contamination. Environmental impact assessed. Mitigation measures implemented. Marine biologists monitoring effects. But consensus agrees. Protecting Puerto Rico from drug trafficking justifies temporary environmental impact. Strategic value exceeds ecological cost. The media coverage proves extensive and favorable. American public supports aggressive drug interdiction. Congressional approval unanimous. Law enforcement community grateful. Caribbean nations appreciative. International allies impressed. Diplomatic position strengthened. American credibility enhanced globally. Venezuelan domestic media attempts damage control. Claims innocent vessels sunk. Evidence contradicts completely. Submarines designed for smuggling. Cocaine cargo confirmed. International media exposes lies. Venezuelan credibility destroyed. The August 4th legacy endures permanently. Every drug trafficker knows. Submarine operations bring systematic destruction. American detection inevitable. Prosecution certain. Survival impossible. Deterrence through demonstrated capability succeeding. Violence preventing smuggling. Excellence protecting territory. Subscribe to Global Warfare TV, where submarine smuggling meets systematic destruction. Hit notification bell. Next episode, how anti-submarine warfare changed drug interdiction forever. The capability will astound you. Like this breakdown? Comment which element impressed you most. Helicopter operations? Torpedo effectiveness? Systematic hunting? Your engagement shapes future content. This is Global Warfare TV, where Venezuela sends 11 drug submarines toward Puerto Rico, where USS Porter hunts and destroys entire fleet in 14 hours, where underwater smuggling meets American anti-submarine warfare excellence, where systematic prosecution eliminates every vessel, where August 4th demonstrates why submarine drug trafficking cannot succeed against U.S. Navy. Subscribe. Stay systematic. Stay relentless. Stay victorious. Because maritime security requires anti-submarine forces capable of detecting, tracking, and destroying underwater threats systematically. August 4th proved U.S. Navy provides that capability. 14 hours prosecuting 11 submarines, 11 torpedoes, 11 kills, 0 escapees. Perfect demonstration of anti-submarine warfare superiority, protecting American territory from underwater drug trafficking. Puerto Rico remains protected. Caribbean waters remain patrolled. Drug submarines remain destroyed. Trafficking organizations remain defeated. Because American anti-submarine warfare prosecutes underwater threats systematically, persistently, and lethally. August 4th marks day Venezuelan submarine fleet met U.S. Navy anti-submarine capability and vanished completely beneath Caribbean waves.